Guys, figured I would like show a really easy way that you can sort of level up and in City of Heroes, the entry point and going to level 50, it can take you a while. It can be a lot of fun, and you can kind of hit all the bases doing the missions and going in the different cities, grouping up with people. There's lots of different ways that you can hit that, and you're always going to be wanting to, you know, find mobs that are white or yellow when you're solo, and then maybe go up to red and purple. And then, orange you could probably handle solo too. Once you get geared out later in the game, you'll be able to take on tougher enemies. But one of the things you can do in between, if you like run out of ideas on where to go, or just kind of need something to fill in a gap, well, what you can do is you can find these. They're called Architect Entertainment, and there's one in almost every major area, I'm pretty sure, except those hostile places that are red, like the hollows. But this is Skyway City, and this is the Architect Entertainment building. And so I'm level 11 right now, and I can just come in here, and I'll show you how to use this real quick. Now, I accessed it from the top, but let me show you. You can come in from the bottom of the building, and because I have super jump, it's not going to hurt me. Unless it did hurt me. Anyways, so you come in from the bottom, and then just go up the elevator. Okay, we want to get into this room. Alright. And then let's come down here, and all you gotta do is click on, so there's the mission spawn. When it's showing this guy that looks like this, it's waiting for an input. And here, so this is what's crazy, is that you can actually spend time and make your own maps, and that's what I did once I figured out what I wanted to do, and once I could figure out how to do a good AoE map. But I'm missing foot stomp, so I don't really have AoE right now. So I want something really simple, straightforward, with mobs just right in front of me that I can kill. Now, what can happen is that the game can lock the level from level 1 to 1, and as you level up, you won't progress. You're scaled. They use the scaling mechanism to put you at level 1, and all the bosses and the guys that you're fighting in there will stay. They'll appear to you as being white and yellow, which will give you that maximum experience that you can for that particular level, whatever you are. So it's actually more beneficial if you're just trying to do a fast boost. Like, let's say I just wanted to get to level 15 really quick so I could go do the task force in Skyway City. Now, on the flip side, there are lots of really fun, intricate story pathways that you can participate in. And people have a lot of fun sharing their passionate architect pathways that they've made. And so, there's going to be a lot of fun. The community is going to be contributing. But if you just want to like come in here and get a quick line-in experience, this one's nice. Okay, so this one is probably the fastest because it's like a straight tube, and there's just guys left and right of you. But this one in the city actually has these buffing agents. So what I just did was I play, and then I selected and I actually think I can leave this and show that again. When I hit play, so first of all, I'm just under the default tab. I'm not going to create a new mission. I'm going to hit play. Standard rewards, architect rewards. The architect rewards are these tickets, which I forget what they're for. I think maybe it's to add in certain things to your own maps when you're creating them. But standard rewards, it says right there, salvage enhancement and recipe drops, architect ticket drops. So we want standard rewards. Now this guy changes because it takes that input, but I'm not going to be able to click on that yet. I have to accept the mission. So you're going to ask about available missions, and then this is usually like the talking back prompting dialogue, so you'll accept it. And now I've accepted this mission. So I'm going to zone in. Alright. Now, I'll kill these like first few guys right here. So notice my level is level 1. Alright, and I got 118 experience and 94 influence. That's because I'm level 11 on the outside. And level 11 on the outside, if I kill a level 11 yellow mob, this is what the experience that I'll get is. So these architect missions are great because you can always isolate. Now watch this. Where's this other guy? There's a guy that's gonna buff me. Is it, which one? There it is. So look, I just got the... Is that a core buff or a kill buff? What is it? Speed boost. I forget which class does that. You can get that buff in the game from one of the classes. Alright, so, and then this map is just says 20 cow bads, and you're going around, you're rescuing these guys. Now, I want to say that because you're locking it at level 1, I don't even think I have knockout blow, yeah. So you're not going to be able to use all your abilities because it'll interpret you as being, you know, one of these lower branches. And so it only gives me these low starting ones that I had in the beginning. And I guess it's actually including Handmaker, so it's including the level 2. Maybe it's +1. Now, this one, because it gives you this speed boost, it also gives a recharge, recovery, resist slow. So there's also other benefits to that buff. So this map is nice because it does have that feature. The other map that was more straightforward didn't have it. Now the one downside to this map is that it's kind of spread out. So there's what, 60? No, that's rescue. Okay, yeah, so maybe there's 60 enemies or something, but they're kind of spread out, so you can lose track of where they are. I don't think they show up on the map until there's only like one left. Whoa, bro, what do you think you're doing there to these what are these guys? They're saying they're trolling him. Alright, and so this will probably take, you know, I'm not sure, 10 minutes maybe? See how long it takes. Boom. Now, there are some really fun and challenging missions that people make and that people pride themselves on making. So I'm really looking forward to playing those too. Now, there is a split part of the community too, I remember, because if you're in the architect entertainment missions, you're not out in the game world. And really, you can set up these maps, these AoE maps. Once I get a level 50, I can make a map where a group mate can come in and I can power level them to 50 in 2 hours. That's what I was like, an hour and a half, 2 hours. I would get somebody at level 50 with my AoE map, my AoE farm map. And so, I might do that because, see, the thing is, I PvP a lot. And, you know, I like having lots of different builds, too. So, there's certainly the first character which you're gonna have to level up all the way, and there's no shortcutting really the first time around. Otherwise, I mean, unless you're just, you know, you're not gonna be getting like a lot of the good enhancements that you would get along the way leveling through the missions and stuff if you just isolate yourself here. So now you can always go back and do that. I mean, we might as well start plan talking, because The game's out. The I-25 package, I think, was made available today. So anybody right now can set up this I-25 server. It's got a package. It's got the binaries. It's got the source code. Now they're working on an I-24 build, which is the I-24 build, for those that don't know, was the last official build that was on the test server. It hadn't made it to the live servers yet, so I believe it was issue 23 was on the live servers. Issue 24 was on the test realm being worked on, and that is what was originally leaked, was the test server issue 24. That issue 24 was then modified and worked on. Lots of improvements, quality of life changes, like that pay-to-win vendor, which is basically just the veteran rewards, because there's no system anymore for the veteran rewards to accumulate. That was all on NCSoft's side, monitoring your account, your payment account. So, and there might be, I don't even think that there's any modifications to the main game. Like, there's just going to be, I think there was lots of graphical changes, improvements. You know, a lot of the old build, the issue 24, needed hard metal servers. It was almost coded and designed to be always run that way. And so they've got to go back and sort of recode everything to modernize it. Which is amazing, and they're volunteering their time to do this. And the past 6 years have been a volunteer, off the books prep and programming test. And you know, the circumstances of it getting out, who cares? It's here. Let's play it. Shit. Now it's out to the world. So regardless of what happened in the past, it's free and open source to the world now, and there are so many talented people out there. Oh my god, so many talented people, and they're all coding and working on this. It's great, and that really tells you something about this game, how it's really stood the test of time after all these years, and it's just mechanically just such a fun game to play. You know, it has complexity where it needs to. You can take it easy and just kind of approach it at your own pace. There's a lot of player advocacy and player choice, because there's so many combinations of looks and gear, and also the way the superpowers line up. And they all feel like they're really balanced well. Like, there's been a lot of thought put into them. Nothing feels overtly overpowered, and you know, even just leveling solo, not necessarily right now doing this, but you'll come across challenges. I died when I was leveling up, going into too many groups of guys by myself. Now, I do want to reiterate, the reason I have super jump on this brute is because there's another power you get. It might be combat jumping. I have to double check, but there's another slot that I'm going to use for a defensive power on this brute. It's a super strength and vulnerability brute. And right now, you know, he's low level, and I'm level 1 right now, but once this guy gets up to, once I get foot stomp right here and rage, I'll keep rage on permanently with cooldown reduction, and then, so I'll just be raging and foot stomping. I'll just group everything up and AoE it down with foot stomp. And so, and as the damage scales up with rage, you start outputting some really big numbers. Yeah, the brute's my favorite class, because as you can like be almost about to die, and then your damage scales up a ton, and you start hitting hard. What is that guy doing right there? See, now I've lost my buffer. You know, it's really hard to be unique too and original these days. And this game, amidst Marvel and DC, this game found a way to be itself and its own thing, which I always thought was so impressive. Because how do you creatively pull away from something so similar that's out there and it's like the biggest name? It's been around forever on Marvel and DC, right? You know, and you can just totally make your own hero in this game, and everything, every bit of lore, every bit of story is all unique to this game. 100% original. It looks like I'm getting down. Got maybe 20 something guys left. And I think I might get a level out of this, so I'll have to see how fast this is. But again, if you're an AoE class early on, you might be able to get away with a lot more than I'm doing right now. This is just something so you always have a mob coming your way. You know, it's back-to-back yellow guys I'm just taking out. And that's getting... So now it's down to 79. I wonder if I lost a buff. I thought it was 100 and something. Huh. I think because my super jump's on, it's sort of draining my... I got this dark wisp, too. Turn that off. Yeah, I mean, once this guy gets rolling, I'm going to have other moves that are toggled on, and I'll have to obviously have inspiration or enhancements slotted to reduce the cost of that, so that it's not going to just drain my endurance. Because if I'm getting reduced cooldown on my punches and stuff, I'm going to be, you know, eating into that endurance faster. So at some point, I'm going to have to get endurance reduction on not only my moves, but also on my toggles. So then you can be, because once you start going into the late game content at level 50, you're gonna notice, you're gonna be like, holy crap, like, I'm just going through my endurance like great. I got all these toggles, you know, and there's some classes that have a lot more toggles than this setup is gonna have. This actually has a really super strength and vulnerability doesn't have too many toggles. I would say it has less than some of the other ones. You know, another good combination too is willpower. And I think that I was super strength and vulnerability, and I had played that character so much, and then they came out with willpower. So I don't think that I had always, I could recognize that willpower was very solid. I even think I played with a guy that was super strength willpower, and he was really good. Yeah. Alright, I've got a few more. I wonder when it starts showing them. No, it's not yet. And it looks like I even missed a few places. Gonna try and I don't like having that map out too much, so I want to go around like this first. And if I don't find him, there's gonna be somebody here. Is that a guy? And he just kind of sits there. There's really no threat. Yeah, and if this map, I picked this map, but you can literally make a map like this. You can make these yourself. They're really not that difficult. Maybe I'll show how to do that at some point. I mean, we got to get people in here and leveling up and liking this game, right? I mean, it's gonna sell itself. There's really nothing to sell. It's free. It had its chance. I played it, I think, the whole time it was out. Let's see, 2004, right? So I played World of Warcraft beta. That's when I was in college. Back in the day. Uh-oh. I wonder if more people are on now. Move? They made this like the cow level. Oh, there's my buffer. Yeah, and he must be a core. Right? Isn't that a core move? Man, I gotta make one of these guys that does the speed boost. Oh, man. It's literally like the best buff in the entire game. Makes things so awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing. Mostly the games that I play always have PvP in them because I think that the greatest challenge that you can come across is going against another human being and another human being's mind, right? Or a group of human beings' minds, you know, in like team play. But man, that's where the real challenge. You can program AI to be as difficult as you want it to be, but there's really no true challenge unless you go against another human being. That's where the real fun is at. You know, what can you do in a game? I mean, you have to be able to pursue mastery. That's sort of at the essence of playing games. At least good games. Sometimes it's okay to play games to relax, though. Oh, I see where there might be some guys. Just go to the black. Maybe not. Okay. You gonna buff me? No. Maybe down south. It's gotta be just like one random pocket of guy. There's a guy. See, these are the veteran rewards right there. Nemesis staff, that's what it is. Okay, 2 pig bads. I keep seeing those chat bubbles and it keeps tripping me out because it looks like it's coming from the other direction. Alright, if I was a pig bad, where would I be? That's not them. Let's go to the map again. Alright, well they wouldn't be in this black because this is just this giant tent. Okay, what about over here on the right? There's 2 left. If I can get down to 1 left, it'll show where it is on the map, I'm pretty sure. Is he gonna buff me? Sometimes they hide though, like... Alright, now I'm gonna go over here. No, I remember going here. What? How did you get back here, bro? This guy's like this guy was hiding. Okay. There. And what? He was hiding by a tent. How did I miss this? This is insane. I gotta see this. Where was this guy? No freaking way. He was hidden under that tarp. Boom. Alright. So now that's done. I'm just going to hit exit, and then just one extra step, and then you can clear this off, and then just start the next architect mission. Talk to him. You know, hey, that was nice. There we go. Oh, I sent him a message. Okay, so now it's cleared off. It's got that guy. I can go level up. I got to level 12 from level 11, so one map gave me one level. Just go to the hero in the city. I guess I thought I was under the impression that you didn't take damage. Maybe I have to... Yeah, like not jumping or something. Super jump's good. What's up, Mynx? Train up to the new level. Resist elements. That's passive. Lots of passive stuff with this. That guy looks really cool. Magnus Prime. Alright, so that's about it for the architect missions. Hopefully we can keep playing. Alright, see you next time.